To seal or not to seal, why store-bought packaging will fail you. In this video, I'm going to show you how to ensure the foods that you add to your emergency food storage last for years, and what staple foods to vacuum seal and how to vacuum seal those staple foods for your emergency and prepper storage. And stay till the end, because then I'm going to reveal some complete vacuum sealed meals. To seal or not to seal actually is the real question here. Most people don't realize it, but the enemy to your food storage is oxygen, moisture, and extreme temperatures. Most people think that this thin packaging that is fine, but it's not. It's super thin, it leaks air, and it gets punctured real easy, and then it starts to degrade your food real fast. If it's our first time meeting, my name is Joan Haney. My family and friends call me the Prepper Mom. Most people don't realize that this packaging is not for long-term storage. It's just to transport, to get it home. If you want your food to truly last a long time, you've got to do something to protect it from oxygen, from moisture, what is going to really cause a lot of problems. You're going to lose a lot of food, which is really, really annoying as heck. And another thing too is, when it's in packages like this, if it's not protected, it's not in totes, it's not in a heavier packaging and in totes or buckets, you got to worry about mice, and that's horrible. Trust me, we've had problems with that in the past. I went to move a real big bag a few months ago of cornmeal, and the daggone corner, a mice had ate through the stinking thing. I waited too long to package it, to vacuum seal it, or get it into a bucket so that it would last a whole lot longer. Our favorite storage totes to get are these heavy duty storage totes. This is a 27-gallon and this is a 7-gallon. You can also get these in 28 gallons in all different sizes. They're very heavy duty, they're stackable. You can stack these all the way up to the ceiling. There's all kinds of storage ideas, guys. That'll be in another video. How to store your food in your house or in other places that's on your property or either in town, etc., etc., etc. So that's another video. But this is our favorite. These are heavy duty. I don't like to get the little teeny thinner Tupperware ones. They crack. They don't last that long. These are phenomenal, and they're really, really good if you need to move your food storage real quickly. You've got everything in totes, and it makes it a whole lot easier. So now I'm going to show you the vacuum sealer, how it works, and all the bags, everything that you need to have to be able to use it. The first thing you want to make sure you have all your different types bags. You can order these online. You can get pre-made or pre-cut bags, or like you can purchase them in a roll and you just make it as big as you want. And I'll show you how to do that with the vacuum sealer here in a second. So this is pint-sized bags. You can get these online. We get them from Buymart or Walmart. This is quart-sized bags. This is different brand of quart-sized bags. And then here's gallon. And here we buy in bulk too. And this is gallon bags. So they're sealed on one end, open in the other end for you to be able to use. So you want to make sure that you have a Sharpie marker so that you can write on your packaging. I like to do that before I seal it. And then you want to make sure that you have your oxygen absorbers. The reason for this is it takes the oxygen out of the bag. It helps. It also, if there's insects in it, it kills them, and it helps your food to stay fresh and last a whole lot longer. So I'll show you how to use these in the trick with these two. I fill my bags first, have them sitting up in a bowl, and then I wait till the very last second to open this, you guys, because once you open this, it's starting to age. It's starting to not be as potent as you want it to be. So you just take them out quickly, put them in the bags, and then seal it back real quick. So I don't just open this and just mess around. I make sure so that these will last longer. So the first thing that I want to show you is if you get your bags and it's just a real long roll, you want to unlock your sealer and lift this is a cutter, this is a little blade right here. You lift it and put it in here, and then just pull it out as far as you think you want it to be to cut it. Okay, so let's just say I'm going to just do it like so. Okay, and this may be a little bit too big, and then just hold it down kind of firm, and then just go over, and then see that just cut it. So you can leave this in here if you want to. So now the next thing that we need to do is we're going to seal, because see this end, both of these ends are open. So now we need to seal this end. So what you're going to do is right here is the sealing strip. This gets real hot. So you want to make sure that you put this on, this edge here goes past where the black is, because that's the sealing strip. And then just bring it straight down, lock it in, and then just do seal. Okay, so what that's doing is that's heating up, and it's melting this plastic a little bit so that it's going to seal together real well. And you see the light went on, it came up, so it's done. So now that's got a nice seal on it. Sometimes I double seal stuff, especially, we're just doing dry food today, but if I do like chicken or any moist foods, then I go ahead, I like to double seal it. First thing you want to do is you want to write your date and what it is that you're putting in your bags. Some people will do the weight or however many cups it is. That we've done that a whole lot in the past. So I wrote the date here. There's a on some of these there's a smooth side and a bumpy side. So on the smooth side is where it's real easy to write. So here I'll finish. It's got 5/13/25 chili bean mix. Okay. So now that we've got that, the next thing I'm going to do is open these at the top. And they sell little things little holders that you can put your bags in that'll hold it open so you're less likely to spill. I go ahead and turn this like this. You especially want to do that when you're doing wet pack, because you want to keep that area dry. So once I've done this part, then I'm going to just go ahead with, I'm just doing chilies today. So I'm measuring this out. So this is 1 cup. So I've got a cup here. Oh, I lost a cup. I'll throw them in there real quick. And I'm going to grab my beans here. Okay, I'm going to actually put 3 cups in here, because this is a bigger bag. Normally I just do 2 cups. Let's see how that does. I think that'll do good. So you want to have about this much space, you guys, and then in a minute we're going to put our oxygen packet here in the front where I can see it, and then we'll put it in the vacuum sealer. But for right now I just stick these in a bowl. So I'll stop the camera and go ahead and fill that. So now I'm taking a bag that had already been opened with the oxygen packets in it, and I'm going to go ahead and cut this real quick. So it's already sealed. You can see where it was sealed before. I'm going to cut it right where that seal is. Okay, and then I've got my bags here of beans that we got. So I'm going to just quickly take 3 out of here, put them in the bags, and seal it back up. Okay? So I stick it down a little bit because you want to make sure to do that. You want to make sure to stick it down in the bag a little bit so you don't end up accidentally sealing that thing when it's all said and done. Okay, and then stick this one in here, and I'm trying to rush because I've got my oxygen open. So I'm going to move these over here, and like I said, I'm going to seal this back real quick. So I'm actually going to vacuum seal it. So when I vacuum seal it, I have to bring it to the vacuum channel. So this edge here needs to be over that. So I hold it in place. So make sure to hold it in place. Okay, now when I turn it off, you've got where you're doing dry, which this is dry, and I'm gonna hit vacuum and seal, and it's gonna suck the air out of it. It's a little bit noisy, and the light will turn red when it's heating, and then it'll click off when it's done. So you'll be able to see it click off here in a second. So once that clicks off, see it's clicked off, then you can open it up and see how it sealed that, and you suck the oxygen out of it. So it's gonna last a whole lot longer now. So now we're gonna vacuum seal our bags. So we'll take each one. This is the one, I believe this is the one that we made, that was a roll. So what you want to do is you want to go ahead and put the ends in the vacuum channel, but I'm going to show you something that's a little secret, you guys. Clamp it, you got to clamp it down. Then go ahead and just kind of smash it out a little bit so it's flat and it will stack real good, because if you don't want it super rounded up, because then that takes up more space. So here we go. So it's on dry. If we had chicken or meat, something with moisture in it, we would hit this moisture or moist selection or button. And so now I've got it back to dry, and I'm going to do vacuum seal. And it's sucking all of the air out. You see the red seal light went on. Let's see if you can see that. I moved it out of the way. So now you can see the red seal light, and it's gone off. And sometimes I wait a second or two. Some people will double seal their bags. I don't double seal these. This is a thick meal bag, and so the thickness of it. So I don't worry about it. So here, let's do another one. So that one's done. And this will last a long time, a whole lot longer than it would have if we hadn't done this. Okay, now this is the little pint one. So I'm going to put it up here. I pushed it down in the channel, and then turn it on, vacuum seal. Oops, I started before I flattened it and already sucked out so much air. It's kind of noisy. You wouldn't want to be doing this if you got a baby or a grandchild asleep. And see, I didn't push it down, and so it's a little bit rounded out. I should have done that. So it's really quick. So our light's gone off. So we're turn the little lock knob off, and then we're going to do our last one. Okay, so we got one more. Put this down here. Okay, turn it on. Oops, don't forget to flatten it. And then vacuum seal it. There you go. And that's all it is to it. It's a piece of cake. This will help your food last a long time. Your dry storage hero. Okay, and these 3 bags are done. And that's all it is to it. That's all it is to vacuum sealing something dry. You can do that, of course, with all of your product. When you seal your food correctly, you guys, and today we're doing vacuum sealing, you're not only protecting your food, but you're also protecting your family, which is going to give you peace of mind, which is phenomenal. So that's super important. There's so many different foods that you can vacuum seal. Today we did chili beans. We did a mixture of beans. You could actually put seasoning packets in here and have it all ready to go. This makes excellent gifts. It makes excellent bartering items to share with someone, or barter to trade. You know, if something happens or somebody needs food or whatnot, there's so many different things that you can do with your food storage. And I'm telling you, the person that does food storage and puts it away, long-term food storage, is going to really, really benefit in the long term. And there's so many different foods you can do. You can do oats. This is rolled oats. You can do cornmeals. They don't last as long as your beans do, but they won't last long in these paper bags. You know, the paper bags, if it had little teeny insects in it, if it's in this and it's deprived of oxygen, that's going to kill them. So that's really, really important. And there's a ton of different ways you can do that. And we'll talk about that in another video. And we'll talk about different ways of putting up your food and preserving it where it'll last even longer than this. And so anyway, I'm so excited about all of this and being able to share this with you. And now I'm going to show you the surprise. Have you ever seen where anybody has a meal in a jar, a complete meal in a jar? Well, a friend of ours, Eric, that owns Buggin' Out, it's a prepping store in Deer Park, Washington. He did this for the community. He offered to go into churches, any organization or whatnot, any groups or whatnot, and he figured out all for really inexpensive meals to have everything, all the ingredients in one bag. So it has what's in it. It also has your seasoning packets in it, any of your spices, your herbs, anything that you need. And so he has patchwork. This is a stew, and then this is a taco bean mix, and it has right behind the little label here, it has the seasoning packets in it, so you can do that for a complete meal. These make really nice gifts too. In the South, they call it a pounding. Whenever when people get married, and instead of like a regular bridal shower, they'd have a pounding, and so they get a pound of this, a pound of that. So it helps the brides set up their kitchen and get stuff in their pantry, you know. So anyway, this is a really, really cool idea. This is even heavier thickness of plastic than these vacuum seal bags that I have. Here's another one. It's really cool. It's got, he has the rice separated, and he's got the beans, and then he's got all the seasoning mix, the packets with it too. So anyway, that you can not only just do one item, you can do a daggone complete meal. And make sure to label these, you guys. Write everything down, and on your tote, I do a master list and put it at the top of the tote, and I end up putting an envelope outside, so I have 2 copies of what's in it, and I know what room it's in, and we'll go into that. I'll be sharing real soon what we use with our concierge program, because we've been doing this for 41 years now, and we've been teaching it for over 20 years, and we have a concierge program, so we fly in and help everybody get their food storage completely set up. Our goal is to help families all over the United States and all over the world be able to have at least 1 year of food storage, and to be able to help them get that quickly and show them how to do that so they can have a stress-free life, do this, and make it fun and enjoyable, and an activity the whole family can do. So I highly recommend you guys doing this. It's so important to have extra food storage. Tell you what, having your food storage and planning ahead really, really helps when something big or bad happens. And it doesn't have to be a huge event, but I'll tell you, when we were stationed in Kentucky about 30 years ago, we had this huge ice storm, and I mean, it was so thick, you guys, you couldn't walk. We couldn't walk from our house down to the mailbox. I mean, it was horrible. Of course, mail wasn't being delivered. The governor even closed the interstate for 3 days, and they told you, if you drive, you're on your own, because the ambulance rescue squad, they're not coming. They're not coming, and it was too dangerous for you to even be attempting to do that. So we had a lot of food storage, and of course we had the fireplace, wood stove, so we were able to cook food because there was no power either for a right good while when that happened, and that's common in the South. So anyway, you just never know. You know, you could have a loved one lose a job, car could break down, you know, a death in the family, the main breadwinner, you could lose them, and it just, this helps a whole lot. I know a family that the wife got cancer, and a year later, and she was working full-time, making good money, and a year later, her husband lost his good job, and so they had food storage and money set aside and everything, and for a whole year they lived on their food storage, you guys. So we'll be talking more about that. It's more than just dried beans and rice and whatnot. There's a ton of different foods you can have to give you good variety. So that'll be coming up in an upcoming video. So if you like what you saw today, invite you to hit that subscribe button so you know about any upcoming videos that come out, and also our free membership program that we're working on that's getting ready to come out real soon. You'll have access to it, all the videos, free PDF, our calculator that we use for our concierge program, and all these different cool things that we're making for you guys. So anyway, we love you. God bless. Have a beautiful day. Keep on prepping, and hit that subscribe button.